Christmas Eve is all about tradition, and a lot of times tradition on Christmas Eve involves reading "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." This year, we're going to read something different. It's the second annual Season's Greetings Celebrity Cookbook from 1990. This was published by our station back when WTVG was known as 13 Strong, and it was a benefit for the Lucas County Special Olympics. Celebrities far and wide, national and international, contributed to this publication. We also had some local celebrities who weighed in with their own recipes. We start with Jim Harpen, a reporter who contributed baked tomatoes and anchovies.
Marcy Kaptur, Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur, was a contributor. She was looking through it. I saw her a week and a half after it came out, and she says to me, she said, "Anchovy tomatoes?" And she said it just like that, with that look on her face, like, you gotta be kidding me, that's just gross. It's like, you think anchovies, you think, eating them straight out of the can. No, I wouldn't do that. Italians use anchovies like a spice. They don't think of it as a fish, they use it as a spice.
Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur had a recipe of her own. It's Polish yeast coffee cake. But this, as Jim mentioned, was not the only publication. It's the second edition. There was a third and a fourth. And two guys who say they were not invited back are Mark Benson and Jeff Lamb.
I had totally forgotten about the book until you contacted me. I think there were some reported deaths from our particular recipe, so they didn't invite us back in.
Do you guys actually make chicken enchiladas? I mean, did either of you actually do this recipe?
No, I'm here to tell you that had to be my wife's recipe.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not a cook. I can't cook, but I can bake. I make cookies and things, pies, cake. I do things like that, but I can't cook.
Well, that was back in the days where I just went through drive-thrus. That's pretty much it. So I knew it came from you, Jeff, one way or another.
Gus Mancy is the general manager of Mancy's Restaurant. He said he had just come back, joined the family business in 1989, and in 1990, he contributed this recipe, right from Mancy's.
That's my recipe. Like, I made really good chicken marsala had to be 2 months ago with my kids. And I scallopinied the chicken just right. And I did the chicken broth, because most people just do marsala and butter, and I do chicken broth, marsala butter, and then the shallot and garlic, and my kids went crazy over it.
Oh, that's awesome. So it was this recipe then?
That's the recipe that's been in my head for 30 years.
Someone else who's busy this time of year is Nick Saban. He's the head coach for the Alabama football team. But back in 1990, he was the head coach for the University of Toledo, and he contributed Nick's favorite baked beans. We reached out to Coach Saban to see if he'd like to respond. His wife, Miss Terry, wrote us this: "I can only respond to you by saying that the baked bean recipe is still one of Nick's favorites, especially when I make chili dogs to go along with it. I think he would rather have beans and hot dogs, or spaghetti, than steaks." We also contacted the Lucas County Special Olympics to see whether anyone remembers this endeavor. Unfortunately, those with the organization now say they weren't here in 1990. So we're bringing these pages to light. This book is chock full of memories and recipes from people you know and you've seen throughout history. We're talking about Stan Stachek from 13 ABC. You'll also find recipes from Bob Hope, Bo Schembechler, Mary Tyler Moore, and more. But this book itself is very hard to find. We'd like to thank Jerry Toth, one of our longtime engineers at WTVG, for bringing it forward on this 30th anniversary. We've also scanned some of the pages and uploaded them to our website, 13abc.com, so you can enjoy at home. Merry Christmas and Season's greetings.